up, Grizzly Squad? Thank you guys for joining me. So I'm going to make it short and brief so the ghost doesn't turn off my phone again, whatever. Oh, that's a whole other vlog, man. But hold on. So before I get carried away here, so about a week ago, my brother and my sister called my dad complaining about my kids' education because we do traditional homeschool, meaning we do things by writing on paper, the traditional classic education. We don't believe in computers and getting the easy way out. It doesn't mean because, you know, we traditionally homeschool, it doesn't mean that my kids are failures. It doesn't mean that we're not doing what we need to do. What it means is that they're going to be a lot smarter because they're not relying on technology. They're not relying on Bill and Melinda Gates.
Bill.
Frauds. Anyways, so long story short, my dad called me 2 days ago because he had gotten something for my son. And basically at the end of that, he was saying that I'm good for nothing. And he ended up calling my daughter a failure, saying that she's falling behind when the truth is that she's not. And his little kind of nonsense of an argument was, well, she doesn't have a laptop. And let me make this perfectly clear. And I've done it previously in my other vlogs. Homeschool kids do not have the support of the school district. You have to be registered into a public indoctrination center, aka public school, in order to get those free laptops. If you are not registered into one of however many public schools within your state that are there, your child, if they homeschool, they will not be eligible for those free computers. It is not up for debate. I have done and dealt with that stuff. I just got fed up of doing it. And so, long story short, the difference between distance learning and homeschool is distance learning kids are pre-registered at a public indoctrination, aka public school, and the other one, hello. And then with homeschool kids, we don't have the support from the school district. They do not financially support us. They don't give us school lunches. But because of everything going on with the pandemic, recently the school district has had an overflow of food. And so they have recently been extending themselves out to families and things like that due to the fact that there is distance learning. Again, let me make this abundantly clear. Distance learning means and is exclusive to children and teenagers who are pre-registered at public indoctrination, aka public school centers. If you are not pre-registered at one of those facilities, you are ineligible to receive a free computer. I have been homeschooling for close to 6.5 years now. And we don't get financial support from Clark County School District. All the school supplies, I've had to get them myself. And we do literally traditional homeschool where you write down things and where you learn hands-on. And you just, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll go out into the community and give mathematical lessons utilizing going to the grocery store and saying, hey, if something costs $2.99, oh, well, I get to the register and it's actually $3. It's that remedial. And honestly, it's pretty upsetting that my sister and my brother did that because, number one, they have a history of enjoying to cause They like to enjoy causing problems for my family. They have consistently degraded my husband and my children and myself. They have given very little support to us, and the times when they do choose to support us, if they let us borrow money or if they buy the kids something, they will straight out complain about it and be very upset about it. And like I've told my husband for the past 12.5 years, if they don't have the heart to be compassionate enough to do it with love, then don't do it at all. It's not that hard. You just got to say F you and that's it. And so when my dad called me saying, well, Emma doesn't have a computer, that was my immediate reaction was, okay, they went and they complained because they're the only two people in this family who like to cause problems. And they have, both my brother, my sister, and also my sister's husband conspired. Oh, actually, my sister, her husband, and my mom conspired with these people from that one school to cause me legal problems. Surprise, surprise, guess what? I ended up victorious. And because I'm a good person, I don't have nothing to hide. And so, these petty comments that they were making in regards to the computers needs to stop because I know the difference. Also, I did things in accordance with the Nevada state law. I've done it in accordance with CCSD. And secondly, they don't give homeschool kids lunches. We as the educators, as the parents, we are responsible for all of that. So for my siblings to put my dad in this mode to attack me is simply unacceptable. It's not appreciated. And as of right now, it will no longer be tolerated. And I am going to start taking notes to everything that they do. And I will have that as evidence against them. And so, that's just the bottom line. Emma, sit up.
Okay.
She wanted to add how she feels about her grandpa and her uncle and aunts doing the stuff they're doing. Hurry up, because we gotta cut it short.
Okay.
Leave me alone. I'm fine. Funny bone. Hurry up, Emma.
So, I think that my uncle and my aunt, they were the cause of this. Because they always like to complain about every little thing. So, like, say if they buy us a Christmas present, they'll go and complain about that. We didn't even ask them to buy a Christmas present for us. Nothing. They just like to buy it to cause issues.
It kind of seems that way,
yeah.
huh?
If they didn't want to help us and buy us stuff, why would you help if you're just going to complain? So, about 2 days ago...
Hold on, Rocky Boots.
What? Open the door! Spirit.
Continue. Continue.
Go and open it, Mikey. Go.
Sam, I'm boss up in this hallway. Okay, go ahead.
So about 2 days ago...
It's annoying, I know.
About 2 days ago, like I said, my grandpa called because he had to order some stuff for my little brother. Because it was his birthday in October. And he called, my mom called to because my mom needed to know where I was, which ended up getting canceled because of COVID-19.
It's upsetting, I know.
So he called, and then instead of him asking, because
how we were doing.
Yeah, also that. And where was the gift at? He just went straight to, why don't you guys have computers?
A laptop.
Yeah, cause he was doing some math with me and on my mom's phone, the one that we're using right now for the video. He was angry because I kept having to look at the screen close because I couldn't see. He can actually blow it up from his side to make it larger. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was, because he was getting tired of, blowing the numbers up. But that has nothing to do with where she's at mathematically. She's actually way far more advanced than I am.
My mom was right here on the staircase, and he was being so loud. I was in my bathroom. I can even hear him in my bathroom. That's how loud he was being. And on the second day when my mom called, he was what do you call the word?
Insulting us.
Insulting me and my mom.
And your dad.
Oh yeah, my dad too. He said,
if you can't help one, you can't help none of the four of them.
And have more kids. is he gonna come over here and help us teach? And my
No.
mom actually said that to him, and he said no. So why is he complaining? If he's not gonna come over here and help us? Which made me really angry because we're already going through a rough time.
In our personal life, for example, we just found out 2.5 days ago, officially now, that my husband has type 1 diabetes. And this is where my natural, holistic medical practitioner experiences come in, because now I'm being able to better treat him. I know how to lower his blood sugar and things like that. And I'm blessed because we're being successful. We're having good results. But, they don't realize, here's the top thing that pisses me off. They have a history of causing problems, okay? Secondly, they don't want to spend time with my kids and me and my husband because we're too poor, and they're ashamed of that. They think that by having the luxuries of life and having these extravagant, luxurious homes entitles them to denigrate my family. Newsflash, it doesn't. Just because we're poor doesn't mean we don't know how to educate our children. So the baseless arguments and the, petty insults, they need to stop. And as of now, I will no longer tolerate that kind of stuff. Just know that I am writing these things down that they are doing, and I am going to use that in the future against them.
So like my mom said, my dad came down with diabetes. So it's been a really rough time because we also have to worry about him.
We have to, critique our whole lives have changed now. We have to, redo the diets, especially his, just like today I got salt-free, almonds and cashews and things like that. So it's really a life-altering experience altogether. I'm hoping to subdue and control his diabetes to a point where he doesn't have to rely on these medications and things like that. He just can successfully wean himself off of it. Of course. Oh, he was walking. And so we're hoping that with very minimal direction of a doctor, because one thing, in my 8.5 years of studying holistic medicine, I've come to realize that doctors will prescribe you pills to keep you sick and keep you returning. So I'm hoping to have the most minimal help from these westernized medical doctors, and hope where my profession comes into play, where I can heal my husband successfully, and I can share that experience with you guys as well. One thing that I refuse to do is to help Big Pharma. So when I find a cure to diabetes, best believe nobody's going to get it. So if you're close to me, I'll definitely reach out to you, and I will always help you. If you're not, I don't even know. But that's the good news, guys. And do you want to add anything else?
Like I said, it was hard for us because my dad came out with diagnosed with diabetes. So it's been a really hard time because we also have to worry about him and what he eats because he can die. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, it doesn't matter if you're poor or you're rich. Everybody
learns differently.
Yeah. And
at different paces.
Yeah. Nobody has to learn the same. They can learn different items. Like I learned how to do math. My sister knows how to do it.
Handwriting and writing the letters and writing. Yeah, she knows all that now.
And all of that. Yeah. So everybody's different. Everybody has different brains. Everybody has different opportunities.
And there's really no true failure when you're learning at your own pace. It's the most wonderful experience to be able to educate your children as a parent, but more than that, it's a awesome blessing to being able to see them grow as smart individuals, and just to see how awake my kids are. And please divide the fact that I'm a part of the Anonymous Collective. That has nothing to do. I'm hoping that they're awake just because they're observing and understanding the way things are. And that's just what it is. They're really awake. They know about the deceit with the politics. They know about what's going on in the world. You can literally have a full-fledged conversation with my 10 and 8-year-old daughter and think you are talking to a teenager. Literally. So for those false, baseless arguments and accusations of failure are absolutely ridiculous.
Look to
Come here, baby. Come here, pussy.
Come on, look.
Hi, babies. Oh, you didn't want to.
Come on.
Come on, pussy, pussies. Yay! And so, the argument is baseless, but in the end, it's more upsetting, if anything. You heard it from her. It's not something I programmed her to say. She was not coached in any way, shape, or form. And my biggest thing is, to let everybody know that I am writing down what they are causing and doing, and I am going to utilize that in the future if they feel the need to cause problems again. So, it is. Don't scare them. What's the face? Look at the face, baby.
Say bye-bye, monkey.
Are we gonna conclude the vlog, guys? We love you guys, Grizzly Squad.
Wait.
Thank you guys so much for your continual support. Go to Grizzly Squad number 1 and Grizzly Squad number 2. Subscribe, like, and indifferent.
Guys, it's Monkey. Come on.
Ta-da! Look here, baby.
It's Monkey.
And there's husband. Say hi.
Look, back to Daddy.
Come on.
He was walking when you were in the room.
He was walking?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Anyways, guys, I love you, Grizzly Squad. You know what to do. Go to Grizzly Squad 1 and 2, like, subscribe, and become a part of the best family ever. I love you, Anonymous Collective, my brothers and sisters. Thank you all. I love you. And this pretty brown girl is out. Bye-bye.